Everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, alright, so let's get started with the shout outs and the plugs and everything. All that good shit that we talk about each and every week and everything like that. So here we go. Big shout out to my buddy Josh over on Absolute Talk. He's also moving. Got another week until he goes over to Anchor .fm. I almost said TV. Sorry. Got a couple more weeks. He's going on there starting April 1st. So you have about another week to go back on to check out the Podbean app for right now. And then he's moving on over to Anchor.fm. You can download that on the Apple iStore or Google Play. Check it out. Anchor.fm. But in the meantime, check out absolutetalk.podbean.com or check them out on iTunes or download the Podbean app for that 1 week, and then you can switch that over to Anchor. So don't want to miss out on that. So it's 1 more week. All right. Big shout out to everybody over at Gaming Pros and Otherwise and Gamer Geeks over on Facebook. Check them out. We always have a great time with that. If you haven't followed them, do so. Tell them Tom Dog sent you. And a big shout out to my good friends David and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying this weather that we are having. Because even though it's a little rainy and everything, it's still pretty crazy out there and everything. So I'm good, David. I just gave you a shout out. So plugs, not the hair plugs. We all know I don't need them. Loot Crate. If you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you're missing out on some awesome stuff. I just got done with an unboxing. I believe it was this past weekend. Check it out. We had a lot of fun. We had transformation. So check it out. There we go. So that's part of it. And so yeah, lootcrate.com is your place to go. Also, don't forget to check out funko.com for the subscription boxes over there as well. We have the Disney Treasures, Marvel Collector Corps, DC Legion of the Collectors, and Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. Check them out. They're a lot of fun. Do so. Funko.com. That's your place to go to. And don't forget, where's that at? Here we go. Okay. Culturefly.com. Definitely don't want to miss out on those. They also have some subscription boxes as well. So you definitely don't want to miss out on those. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your old video games and consoles. From retro video games, accessories, and systems, you can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to check more about it, do so, because they also have a list of events going on as well too. So Don't want to miss out on that. So for directions and lists of events that are happening involving M&J Video Games and Collectibles, you can check out their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. I did that fast this time. And of course, this episode is brought to you by the She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut as well. Home of the down, right, up, left, Y, and B. Definitely don't want to miss on that. There's a very good beer. I love it, and you'll love it too. It's really, really good. And plus, also, they got some other beer coming out as well too. And I'm putting this away, and I didn't even give out the website. So check out the website at shebeanbrewing.com, or you can follow them on the social apps, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or you can download the Untapped app today. Today. Do it right now. Do it while watching me. You never know. You'll be surprised. And tax season is just about over, so if you haven't done your taxes just yet, might want to do so, because you can get a nice, with your tax return, you can take your family out and take your friends or family to East Coast Comic Con at Meadowlands Expo Center in Meadowlands, New Jersey on May 17th, 18th, and 19th. Don't want to miss out on that. They just announced that Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman from the animated series and the Arkham video game series, he is going to be there, so you don't want to miss out on that. He's going to be cool. I might miss out on that because I'm in Connecticut and East Coast Con is in New Jersey, and with the amount of tolls, we might get to that later on in the episode today. Don't want to miss out on that. But definitely, if you happen to, definitely want to go to a Comic-Con, check out East Coast Comic-Con. And, of course, they also have a list of events going on. They also have a list of events. Of course, this fall. Not this fall. What am I talking about? This summer in June, they have of course the Terrificon, and as soon as I still need to get information on that. I'm gonna be going checking some places out where I can get the cards, kind of like what I have on here. But East Coast Comic Con, if you want to find out more about it and ticket information, you can check them out on their website at eastcoastconusa.com. So you don't want to miss out on it. So hold on a sec. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. nature calls. So, yeah, nature calls. So, can't help that. Can't help nature calling. So, I had to. So, anyways, what I was saying. So, yeah. EastCoastConUSA.com, where you need to go. Real quickly. This question is for PETA. Is this okay to eat? I was thinking about, but I'm gonna bite into that next time because I just realized I got too much stuff I gotta try out today. Actually, a couple things. The other two M&Ms. Now, of course, we all know that last week I tried the Mexican jalapeno M&Ms, and so this week I am going to try the Thai coconut peanut and the English toffee peanut M&Ms. Yeah, that's the Thai coconut, and this is the English toffee. So, I think I'm going to open up the English toffee first, because why not? I don't mind. So, give this a try, and we'll see what happens. If I can open up the damn bag. There we go. So there's three different colors. There's mustard, gold, no, actually mustard, brown, and extremely tan. So yeah, these are the colors. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So yeah, those are the three colors that they come in. So I'm gonna give this a try. Okay. Interesting. It tastes like coffee. It actually does. It tastes like coffee. Has a nice flavor to it. It's actually pretty good. I don't know. It's a lot better than the Mexican jalapeno. I can tell you that. I finished off the bag I finished off that the Mexican jalapeno that I tried last week. I finally finished off the bag, and it's pretty strong. Well, I mean, you eat a certain amount of it. It actually has a kick. Definitely has a kick to it. You can actually taste the jalapeno after eating it for a while. But it does go away. However, I don't recommend you drink soda with it. So, alright, so this is Thai coconut peanut that I'm going to try. And on this one, again, they have three distinct colors. They have They have blue, green, and off-white, like a very light tan color. Well, so yeah, those are the colors, and I actually like this shade of blue. I got the this shade of blue right here is actually the type of shade of blue that's on my that pretty much matches the the shirt that I got in my loot crate. Um, the Adventure Time shirt, and I just realized that I'm not wearing it tonight, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just showing off the shade of blue. Kind of similar. Really blends in. So let's give this a try first. Okay. You definitely taste the coconut. Um, not as much, but you do taste it. You do taste some a hint of coconut on there, and it's actually pretty good. Um, it tastes pretty good. It I don't know how to describe the taste. And I have pretty good taste buds. Um, I think it tastes like it kind of tastes like a it kind of tastes um like an almond joy, but instead of almonds, it's with peanuts. That's what it tastes like. That's what it tastes like. So now that I try the Mexican jalapeno and the Thai coconut and the English toffee, I'm gonna have to say my final say. English toffee is my favorite. I mean, you really taste that English toffee. I never really had toffee, um, except that one time when I had a Heath bar, and so, but it has like a strong. I'm not familiar with English toffee, but it does have a strong flavor to it. But it's actually pretty good. The coconut, as I said, um, tastes like, has like that nice tropical flavor to it. It's actually pretty good. The Mexican jalapeno, I don't know who thought of that, um, but that type of sweet and spicy does not go together. It really does not. Too strong, and so um, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the English toffee. I kind of like. I like that one. I like that one. It actually would taste what an English toffee would taste like. So it's actually pretty good. Not bad. So I vote for that one. Um, really close with the Thai coconut and all all that. So I mean, I wish they would just put bacon inside of it. You know, put like little bacon bits inside of an M&M. Come on, make it happen. Come on. I'm sure Oreo will do that. You know, do like a maple bacon Oreo cookie. Come on, make that happen. I want to see that. I want to see that happen. A maple bacon Oreo cookie. They can do it. I actually tried it. A maple bacon cookie. It was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. It was a and believe it or not, it actually was a sandwich cookie. So that's when they had like my local grocery store had this bacon event this bacon event going on. I actually got bacon cupcake mix, and I had to make my own. And of course, I had to make my own. I had to make the frosting that came with it, and it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad at all. Would I get it again? Probably not. Maybe if I blended the frosting a lot better. I don't know. But yeah, it was actually it was really good though. It really was. So yeah. All right, we gotta get going with the show here. I'm scrapping the Easter bunny the Easter bunny the chocolate bunny bit that I had planned. A friend of mine who works at Cumberland Farms, shout out to her. Knew what I was gonna do. Especially my buddy David there. They both actually knew what I was gonna do, and there was a customer. There was a customer before I get to that, and I was teasing out what I was going to be doing with this chocolate bunny, and I was gonna do this bit, and well, I probably already offended PETA, which was accomplishment number one if I did, because I blurted out, I was like, I want to try to piss off PETA with the chocolate bunny, and there was this guy in front of me, looked at me like he wanted to strangle me, so yeah, I'm going with the English toffee. But anyways, but yeah, it is actually it was pretty crazy, and I was going to do some other bits and everything, but I'll save it for next week. I think it'll be a lot better if I wait till next week, because it'll be a lot better if I did. So yeah. Anyways, we got some pretty much good things to talk about here today. Starting with Nintendo. They're actually making a they actually got some games coming out for the Switch in the independent circuit, and big huge announcement that they have, aside from the Necromancer Legend of Zelda crossover, but an Xbox exclusive is actually making its way. It's an indie title, and it was an Xbox exclusive. Now it's making its way to the Switch, and that game is, of course, Cuphead. So, the news was announced on their. They showed off a trailer of what it was going to look like. They've already showed off gameplay footage, and it's actually coming out next month. So that is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Cuphead's one of my favorite games on the Xbox, and I'm actually looking forward to playing it on the Switch, and this is a good partnership that's slowly starting up. There's going to be some other rumored there's some rumors flying around that other Xbox titles might come to the Switch. Um which has not yet been confirmed, but they're just rumors as of right now. So I'm actually looking forward to it, and it's actually going to be pretty interesting to see um, where this relationship between Microsoft and Nintendo is going to go. And I'm making an early E3 prediction, which is something I try not to do because of the fact that um, I want to do my predictions at E3, for the E3 prediction special, but because of Cuphead coming to the Switch, um, I do predict some more Xbox titles could make its way onto the Switch, along with like maybe a Halo game, maybe um, Master Chief Collection or um, a Forza game or let's see what else. Maybe Gears of War, the Ultimate Collection. That would look nice on there. Um, what else? And who knows? But so that's one of my predictions. My other prediction, that I have, my other early prediction is that Smash Brothers is going to have a new they're going to announce Nintendo will announce a new fighter for Smash Brothers, and I think my prediction will be Master Chief. How cool would that be if you played as Master Chief in Smash Brothers? I think that would be really really cool, and we'll get a lot more people playing, especially if you have more especially if there's going to be some other titles, especially if it's going to tie in some way um, with a Halo release coming to the Switch. So I think that'll be really cool. Um, so that's my early prediction for E3, and of course I'm going to bring that up again once E3 rolls around. Um, and I'm still trying to figure out how the schedule is going to be since Sony's not going to be around for this year's E3. So I gotta figure. So I gotta tie everything. So I gotta figure out how my schedule is going to be involving that. Because I really want it kind of ruins me up now because I want to there's not going to be I would like to hear some announcements that on what Sony's going to be launching on the PlayStation. So, and the fact that they're not going to be at E3 this year, there's a lot of rumors and speculation that E3's dead, going to die and everything like that. No, it's not going to die. Just people need to stop leaking leaking stuff prior to E3 because I kind of like that surprise. Last year I was kind of disappointed because of the fact that there were a lot of leaked information, especially some spoilers came about with Bethesda and Fallout 7, with Fallout coming, another Fallout game coming out and everything, Fallout 76. Well, I'm not going to get into that. And some other some other games that were leaked out online. I just want to keep everything on the. People really need to stop spoiling everything for everybody else because I like the excitement. I like the excitement of watching an E3 conference, whether it's Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation, and I like to see that, on there, and be surprised to say, "Oh my God, that game is going to be coming to game's going to come out to the Switch or the Xbox or the PlayStation." That's amazing. I want that. I want to get that. I really want to be able to get that. So, but by taking that away, by spoiling and bringing out the information prior to there and showing off some trailers prior to E3, kind of ruins that. But June is about a few more months away, and like a few more months away from that, and I be very interesting to see what's going to happen. But again, I gotta work around Sony's schedule, I guess, because since they're not going to release any, since they're not going to be present at this year's E3, I got to figure out what they're going to be doing. So I got to find out what they're going to be doing. I'm following them in all over the place, and of course, they'll probably give out some news on YouTube or whatever. I don't know what they have planned. I have no idea, but all I do know is that they're not going to be there. So maybe they're going to go the same route as Nintendo and not be at E3 and just do like a, you know, do some videos over at their campus. I don't know. I have no idea. So guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, my early E3 prediction, and I'm going to bring that back up again. That some new some other Xbox titles are going to be coming to the Switch, and which will involve Master Chief being a added player to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So we'll soon find out and see what happens. So all right. So speaking of Xbox, there's a digital only Xbox console coming out. I believe in May, from what I understand, and it's the Xbox One S digital only console. The digital only console. So, and it's going to be the same size as the Xbox One S, which, to be honest, it's kind of stupid. Makes no sense since it's just digital download. It could be smaller. It could be like about the same size as the Switch. I'm just saying. And it's going to be a 1 terabyte it's going to be 1 terabyte, which personally I think I agree with Rich from Review Tech USA on this, that it should be 2 terabyte. For the price that for the price that they're going to have it for, they could have easily upgraded the hard drive. I'm just saying, like up it up a notch, make it like a 2 terabyte or whatever. That's and I agree with Rich on that. And if you have a physical copy, if you happen to have a physical copy of a certain game, you will be given a download code. You hand in, I don't know, I think it's at the Microsoft shop. Or you can go to GameStop or whatever. They'll have, you hand in the game and you can get digital download codes. Digital download codes for the Xbox One S, and you could and you'll be able to download it through there. In a way, I like it, but then again, I don't, because you need a digital because you need a physical copy. You need a physical base for your console. You know, because the reason why I suggest, I say that I agreed with Rich on that that it should be a higher hard drive is because of the fact that the if you get it digital, it actually takes up more storage. Now, which is why Nintendo was very smart with this. That they advised that you buy the physical copy versus downloading it. So let's say that you wanted hottest game. Let's say, for example, you wanted Smash Brothers Ultimate, okay, and you didn't want to get the physical copy, and you wanted to download it. Let's see. They should have a. I think there is. No, they don't have it. I thought they would have like the amount of storage to add that on. But actually the reason why that they did these cartridge packs, and I'll show you one. If I can open up this, is that they're like mini memory cards. Okay, that's how big they are. They're as big as a memory card, and there's like tons of memory built right in. So by putting that on there, you actually have a lot of storage. There's already storage built right in. Not to mention, you also have memory. You also have the micro SD cards that you can also put on your console as well too, and that adds even more storage. There's actually going to be a 1 terabyte. There's actually going to be a 1 terabyte micro SD card coming out, and I think there's one that's going to be cheaper than that. Get the cheaper one. You'll be fine. And I think I might do a little video on that. Once I pick one up and everything, or if I happen to pick one up and get like a price check on what it's going to be costing. So it's something very interesting, and once I get once I pick it up, I'll relay the information to you as best as I can. But Nintendo did it that way so that you could buy physical copies. So if you buy, they actually said that if you buy, if you download it through their eShop, it's going to take up more memory. It's going to take up more storage. So especially if you want to download Minecraft, it's best to get the physical copy versus downloading it. So something to look out for. So it's something to pay attention close to. So, and it's like that through it's like that through do they have it on here? Yes. Okay. I'll show off the recent one. Okay. And so we look at, so for example, I'm not saying that's going to, it'll ever happen. I doubt it. But right here, Red Dead, let's say you wanted to get, but let's say you want to get Red Dead Redemption, downloaded. You want to download Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to take a look at the PlayStation app. Let's see. PlayStation Store. Games. It's a hot commodity, so it's going to be like right up there, I think. Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay. Description. Okay. Well, they say 105 gigabytes as well there, as well. But I seriously doubt that. I'm just saying. Because, I mean, but it literally does take up too much space on your hard drive. Take up too much space on your hard drive. So, that's the bottom line. And, as big of a game as Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a reason why they got a 1 terabyte hard drive on their updated consoles. So, and if you get if you buy like an external hard drive, if you get like an external hard drive for the PlayStation and the Xbox, you can, you'll have, more memory, obviously, plus with the 1 terabyte included in there. So, something to look at. But I don't know. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive on my PlayStation along with the 500 500 that they gave me, and I still have a lot of space. I do. Because I buy physical copies, and physical copies, it doesn't take up much room. Just saying. And I know with with digital copies, you could delete the game, and then your game saves can be stored in the cloud. I kind of like that. I know a lot of people don't, but I kind of like it because if there's a game save on my cloud, I can go back and pick up where I left off after I download it. So I kind of like it. Of course, if I don't have internet hookup, I'm screwed. But I don't have a problem with that. The answer to that, Dave, is no. I am not going to get that because I already have an Xbox, and it's not worth the money. And I know it's going to be I know it's a $200 console, but still, I have physical copies, and I like physical copies, and I know I do have, and I know there's a lot of digital copies, but the digital copies that I do get don't take up much room anyways, so that's good. Like Cuphead, it doesn't take up that much space at all. So, especially with the backwards compatible titles, excuse me, some of them actually lowered the storage, so it's actually pretty good. So I don't have a problem with that. And if I haven't played a game, I could just delete it, and then if I want to go back to it later, I'll just download it. So I have like tons of downloads that I could just download later on. So I'm always cleaning out my storage my storage space, and delete games I haven't played for a while, for a long time. So so trading that in um for for a digital only console, it's not worth it. Not really worth it, because I'm more of a physical guy, and I really I like the system that I have now. Once the new consoles come out, of course, once the new consoles come out, then yeah, I'll trade them in for um the next for the next gen consoles, like for Xbox, Xbox, PlayStation, and of course Nintendo. God knows how long. We don't even know when the next Nintendo console is going to be, if they decide to because I think this console is going to have a long shelf life um for the Switch, since it's a hybrid console. So I mean, you can take it with you, and then you can you can take it with you. Choking on the nuts there. Wow wow. But the console itself is actually well decent. So the Switch is going to have a pretty long shelf life, seeing as that it's a portable and a home console, and a portable hybrid. So it's actually it's a hybrid console. Um so I think there's going to be a pretty long shelf life on that. So that's actually pretty good. um, but yeah, but bottom line, I'm not going to get the digital only console. It's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. Um, and I mean, we'll see how well it does. I mean, if it does well, you know, we'll see maybe later on down the road. But I don't know. Maybe I'll trade it. Maybe I'll trade that in next year. I don't know. We'll I'm gonna wait until I see what happens with the newer consoles that come out. With the if there's any talk about new consoles, and we'll see what happens from there. So, um, so yeah. So now that we got that out of the way, um, before we wrap this up here, talk a little bit about what's been going on this past week, even past weekend. Won't hurt to try. And it's like, yeah, I know, but still, um, as I said before, I'm more of a physical guy, so I kind of like that physical copy, and I don't want to. I don't. It's like there's going to be too much digital stuff. Too much. There's going to be too much digital. Everything's going to go digital, and it's going to be chaotic. It's gonna. I still sense a lot of chaotic going on there, especially if you're trying to play a game and download it via Wi-Fi, and the power goes off and everything like that, and you're screwed. What are you going to have left? Well, you have a physical copy, but you can't play it on the digital streaming only console. Just saying. So that's why you need a physical. That's why you need the physical copy. Um, that's why you need a physical drive to put your disc in, and then you could just play with while your Wi-Fi is off, and you could play different games. I know you won't be able to go and play multiplayer games. I mean, that's obvious. But if the power goes off and you have no Wi-Fi, you'll just be able to play it that way. But that's why I like the Switch, because of the fact that gives you that option. So and they do suggest that you buy physical copies versus downloading them. So that is pretty interesting. So anyways, so there was a lot of stuff going on with a lot of stuff going on this past weekend involving Donald Trump, and I know a lot of people hate it, especially when I talk like him. Well, that's just too bad. But it came pretty clear what's been going on with Donnie, and he's been off the wall. He's been pretty much off the wall lately, and is becoming an absolute mess. I mean, he was talking a lot of trash to John McCain, and he's been dead for several years now, and it has to stop. The constant bullying that Donald Trump has been doing has to stop. And I know that there are a lot of Trump supporters out there, and you know what? I don't care. It's like, if you don't appreciate the bullying, then why are you supporting a guy? Why are you supporting a president who is doing a lot of bullying and talking trash to John McCain even after he's dead? I mean, enough's enough. Meghan McCain and The View has had enough with this. John McCain's widow has had enough. John McCain's other daughter tweeted out the other day to cool it. Republicans are actually cringing at this moment because of the things that he's been saying, and all because of the fact that Donald Trump does not was upset because of the fact that John McCain went alongside President Obama in regards to Obamacare. Now, everybody has a right to an opinion in regards to to Obamacare, and whether it worked, whether it didn't work, I don't know. I never took it. I never used it. And whether, if it worked for you, good, all power to you. If it didn't work for you, then I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. But to criticize Senator McCain at that time, when Donald Trump was busy with his own stuff, he was too busy to even worry about at that time. And this was during Obama's first run as president. We didn't hear from Donald Trump getting involved in what Obama was doing since he was running for his second term. So there you go. And because in the Republicans did there were a lot of Republicans, including McCain, that were against it, but then Obama sat down with the Republicans, McCain included, and explained to devise a plan so that it could work. If they want to, if Republicans wanted to have their say in it and say, hey, what, and you don't like this, what would you like to see included in Obamacare? Well, they all sat down with it, and then of course the Congress went to the vote that a lot of them went with Obama for the Obamacare, and though those who wanted to get rid of Obamacare, the votes were unanimous, and a lot of people voted no on destruction of the removal of Obamacare, because we needed affordable health care for everybody, and John McCain thought, okay, all right, we need. And he had a point with that and everything, and Obama always had a lot of respect for John McCain. Not just the fact that he was a senator, but the fact of what John McCain has done. Something that Donald Trump will never in his life ever do. And that is to fight for his country. And I'm not talking about, well, he's the president, so he should be fighting for his country. Yeah, that may be so, but have we seen it? No, we have not. You can argue with me all you want, but the facts are there. It's like he hasn't really done nothing to make America great again. Just saying. And we all have to face facts. He was a draft dodger. He dodged the draft because he faked a bone spur. Okay? Now, if you legitimately have a bone spur, then yeah, obviously, then, you wouldn't be able to fight, because, there were some times back in the old days where if you had like flat feet or foot problems, then yeah, that would propose a problem. But his father kind of did a Lori Loughlin type of thing, and made it so that he couldn't be enlisted into the army. And go into war. Because they were drafting everybody once Vietnam hit. Once Vietnam took place, everybody was drafted. Everybody. And excuse me. And it was bad. It was very bad. So, and then he's going to criticize Richard Blumenthal for lying about being in Vietnam and everything like that. I already said this last week. He already paid his dues about that. A lot of people gave him hell. He already suffered enough. And so, with that being, that's over and done with. But Donald Trump still wants to bring that up, so he wants to bully Blumenthal as well too. But the fact that he, and it goes back to 2016 where he said that anybody who was caught captured in the line of duty is a coward. He didn't say it like that. He just said that he's not. He's just said that John McCain's not a hero because he got captured. Technically, you just called him a coward. You didn't have to say. You didn't say it. You didn't say it. That's true. You didn't say it. But the fact that you said that he's not a hero, then what is he? What's the opposite of being a hero? A coward. That's what it is. And he is like, I read between the lines, because he literally called a Vietnam vet a coward. And that's a mortal sin. But yet Trump supporters were clapping away. With some people, I will say, some people were offended by that, especially the Vietnam vets. And what pisses me off even more is that Donald Trump manipulated the Vietnam vets into voting for him. That's a fact. We can't. Just like how he manipulated everybody else to vote for him. Why do you think feminist groups aren't going after him? Why do you think? Because women still love Donald Trump. It's like, it's like, he basically called women vulnerable because he likes to grab women by the pussy because I'm a celebrity and women love that. Why don't you go and I dare you to ask Harvey Weinstein that. I dare you to ask Bill Cosby that. Hell, even ask R. Kelly that before he gets pissed off and pulls out his gun. Tom Dog's at it again. Still talking shit about me. Starting to piss me off. And then I pull up my gun. I had to do a celebrity voiceover. I had to. I don't think that was funny. Doesn't even sound like me. What can I say? I don't know. But anyways, So Donald Trump, you basically called him a coward, and you had people cheering for you, and then he has the nerve to say that, oh, I've never liked you never liked him, which sounds kind of familiar because I think I said that the other day. I think I said that last week, that I never liked Donald Trump. I never will. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? I think he has been listening to me. Only instead of taking some of my words and changing it around so that he never liked John McCain. Yeah, well, John McCain never liked you because you dodged the draft. And a lot of people do know that. So the feeling's mutual. I'm just saying. So, and then he has the nerve to even say that, oh, it's like I did all this for the for this to have him a good to have a good funeral for him. I hate to burst your bubble, Don, but the National Cathedral came up and said that you had nothing to do with it. Not to mention the fact that, it's like all you did was gave out a plane. Ooh, you gave out a plane. Ooh. Big oopty doopty. If I had a plane, I would give them Canes one. Jesus Christ. My God. Such a fucking moron. He really is. And a heartless one at that. And it's like, oh, and I wasn't, and like nobody thanked me. Motherfucker, you weren't even there. It's like you were giving everybody a hard. It's like you were giving everybody a hard time because we wanted you to put the flag down to half staff, and you wouldn't. You didn't want to put the flag down to half staff. We had to ask you like a goddamn child. We had to ask you like a little kid. It's like, okay, Donnie, we need you to do this for us. I don't want it. I don't want it. Ah! That's what you said. I don't want it. Government shutdown. That's what you were doing. He didn't put. He didn't. For all in fair, and like everybody say, well, he didn't do a shutdown during. It's like, you get the idea. I know he didn't do it, but when he gets into a tantrum, that's how he acts. That's why the shutdown happened. Because he wasn't going to get a wall. And he's still not going to get a wall. He's got a fence. And it's a shitty one. I'm just saying. Mexican Spider-Man can still climb that. I'm just saying. Look it up. Everybody's going to say, who the hell is Mexican Spider-Man? Look it up. Everybody's got Google. But seriously, that's how it is. You know, it's like, he has to be selfish. And you know what? When he dies, everybody's going to look back at all the things that he said and done. And guess what? We're not going to be sympathetic for him. We're not going to feel sorry for him we're not going to feel sorry for his death and everything. And I'm sure as hell not going to put him in the Channel X Hall of Fame. Not happening. It's the fact that nobody likes him. Nobody will. And I've said that, and I said this before, that if your name's not Donald Trump, then you're screwed. If your last name isn't Trump, you're not going to be able to get away with anything. So if you want to go ahead and cheat on your taxes, all power to you. But here's the thing. If your last name's not Trump, you will be indicted for tax evasion. I'm just saying. Why do you think he hasn't shown his why do you think he hasn't turned in his tax forms? Because of the turned in his tax returns, because of the fact that he's Donald Trump and he thinks he can get away with everything he wants because of that name. Because if it was anybody else, and here's the thing, this is what pisses me off even more. If it was anybody else that was talking shit about John McCain in the same way as Donald Trump would, that president would be indicted. He would be impeached. He would have. Take a look at what's going on with the with that cheating scandal with Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman. Just think about that. If one of them had a last name Trump, they would get away with it. They would. Why do you think that Donald Trump has a country club in Florida? Because if he does any wrongdoing, he could just go to Florida. I'm just saying. Florida is like the purge down there. You can get away with anything. I'm just saying. Because if that wasn't the truth, George Zimmerman would have been rotting in jail right now. If that wasn't the truth, Casey Anthony would be rotting in jail right now. Just remember that. Something to think about. Something to think about the next time you're in Florida. I'm just saying. I have a lot of friends. It's like, don't get me wrong. I do have some friends down in Florida, and I feel bad for them. I really do feel bad for them because it's Florida. I'm just saying. But really, it's like it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that we have a guy that can get away with anything because of his last name. If it was any other president, they would have been gone right now. Think about this. Remember Watergate? And this is a perfect example. If Nixon's last name, if Richard Nixon wasn't Richard Nixon, but instead Richard Trump, think about this. If Dick Nixon was named Richard Trump, he would get away with it. He would have gotten away with the whole Watergate scandal. Think about that. He would have gotten away with it. Oh, and what about Enron? What about that whole incident with Enron and Dick Cheney? Think about it. Dick Cheney came this close of having to step down as vice president. Something that never happened before. And that whole Enron deal, that whole Enron thing. Think about that. If Dick Cheney wasn't Dick Cheney, but instead Dick Trump, he would have gotten away with it. I'm just saying. And everybody, why do you think that, and I said this again last week, why do you think Nancy Pelosi doesn't suggest that he shouldn't be impeached? I hate to burst your bubble there, Nancy, but he violates the Constitution left and right. And you allow him to do so when you have the authority to say, hey, listen, enough's enough. Enough is enough. We can't take this anymore. You need to be impeached. You have that power to do so. But the thing is, Nancy, you are scared of him. Even a lot of Republicans who support him, they are scared of him. Everybody in Washington, D.C., everybody from the Senate, Congress, including his own staff, are afraid of Donald Trump. And I've said this before, and I will keep on saying it, that he is intimidating. He is very intimidating. That's why everybody will always say something in defense, especially when it comes to John McCain, but no one will do anything about it. As I said before, if it was any other president talking down to John McCain the way Donald Trump did, if not worse, that person would be in serious trouble. He would be. Including if you were a president. Why do you think Alex Jones... Why do you think... Like, here's another thing. Too. And this is very interesting, too. What about Alex Jones? And with him saying that Sandy Hook was a hoax. Think about that, folks. If Alex Jones wasn't Alex Jones, and instead Alex Jones was Alex Trump, he would have gotten away with it. I'm just saying. And he's a no good piece of shit, too. Don't put me into this little tirade there, Tom. Oh, Alex Jones. How dare you say this to me? How dare you? What have I ever done you? Uh-oh, he voided his bowels. That's not funny. I have IBS. Because I'm Alex Jones. I don't know. Think about that. And what about this? What if Harvey Weinstein wasn't Harvey Weinstein? And instead, we have Harvey Trump. He would have gotten away with it too. Oh, yeah. I'm a big-time movie producer. I'm Harvey Weinstein. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How about that? How about Bill Clinton? And instead we have Bill Trump. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I had sexual relations with this woman. And it was good. But I don't know. Sarah Huckabee Sanders looking pretty good too. Please. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Oh my god. And think about this. Why do you think Kellyanne Conway is defending Trump instead of her husband? It's because she's being grabbed by the pussy by Don. Donald Trump is grabbing Kellyanne Conway's pussy. Otherwise, she wouldn't be defending him. It's the old saying. Donnie and Kelly sitting in a tree. Fucking. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Come on, I'm not. It doesn't take a moron to figure that out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Hell, it doesn't even take a caveman to figure that out. It doesn't. All you have to do is look at what's going on. She's defending Donald Trump instead of Kellyanne Conway is defending Donald Trump instead of her own husband. After Donald Trump literally called him a moron. Oh, actually, no, he called him a loser. Ooh. He's George Conway's like, oh, he's crazy. This guy's crazy. This guy is crazy. I don't know what's going on with Donald Trump, but he's crazy. He's really crazy. Oh, yeah? Well, you're a loser. Loser. You're a loser. Ooh, nice comeback. Meanwhile, Kellyanne is like, oh, Donnie. Grab my pussy. I'm just saying. Come on, let's sing Shallow again. I'll put the lyrics up. I'll do it again. I already got a lot of flack for that anyways. Tell me something. Man, I can't even do it now. Because it's too funny. Ugh. But I don't know, Don. But what would Melania say? Oh, forget about her. She's too stupid to understand anything. She doesn't legally live here. She's only a green card. Our marriage license is green. Don't tell her I said so. Come here, give me a pussy. Oh, Donnie, you say the nice things. Call my husband a loser one more time. Loser. Oh, that turns me on. Man, am I opening up a can of worms. Rather be opening up a can of whoop ass. No, seriously. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. It's like when I said that, when I said that stupid comment on Twitter in regards to Alex Jones, saying that at that moment I wish was when I wished Alex Jones to have a heart attack. I got shut down for. It was like my account got locked for 12 hours. Makes you wonder if my name wasn't Tom Dog, and instead my name was Tom Trump. God help me. I would still be on Twitter. Those 12 hours wouldn't even exist. Neither would I, because I wouldn't even have a Twitter account at that time. Because if my name was Tommy Trump, I would have shoot my head off. Would have blown my brains out. I think I would be the only civilized Trump in there, next to his youngest son. I'm just saying. Really. It's ridiculous that we live in a society where where he can get away with saying everything he wants because of his last name. Guaranteed, if his name wasn't Trump, if his last name wasn't Trump, he wouldn't be saying all this stuff. He would have been gone. Out of there. I'm just saying. But what do I know, huh? I'm just a low budget. I'm just a ramen noodle YouTuber. And by that I mean I'm broke as shit. Even though I do have a meaningful job to pay my bills and to take care of my family. Namely my sick family, my sick parents. So that's a different story altogether. On that note, I'm calling it a night. Thank you for allowing me to entertain you once again here on Channel X, here on YouTube. Maybe you got a laugh, maybe you got a chuckle. I don't know. But as long as as long as we have fun, that's the main thing. We have fun. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. I know that, but don't be a jerk about it. Especially if you're saying, "Oh, your opinion doesn't matter." Yes, it does. My opinion matters just as much as yours. Just saying. And life's too short. All right, you too, David. You too, buddy. I'll see you. Talk to you later. Um, but yeah, life's too short. Just don't, just don't be one either. Be the bigger man and not take the low road. I'm just saying. Follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out on as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below for the topic of what do you think about this new Xbox console, this digital only console that's coming out. Like to know how you think about it. Ringy dingy that bell. You can stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And more importantly, more than anything in the world, and I will love you for it. And we're actually close to that 100, folks. So magic number is 100 so that we could do something special. And the only way to do that, let your friends know. And that's face hug that subscribe button. We will see you again here next week with another exciting episode of Channel X. Until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace.